So the other night I was looking at this Instagram page called Tinder Nightmares, which is about pretty much a bunch of women sending screenshots of the awful, awful messages they receive daily on Tinder. And it got me like really, really sad for the male gender. Like, how are y'all still managing to strike out so many times despite this app being out for like 2 years? Haven't you learned anything? Do I need to teach you? Have you learned nothing over the years? I felt like I had to do something to help out these people who are just face planting on this app. So I decided to make a bit of a vlog, which was sort of like a dating tip vlog where, you know, when I've used dating apps, I've found success of how I message people, like to always get a response and to mostly always get a Snapchat, Instagram, or Facebook phone number, you know, when you message somebody. These are kind of like the 5 tips that I would say that I have for y'all out there who are looking to meet people off dating apps. Now, I do want to mention this video is for people that actually want to take dating apps seriously. If you're like one of those guys that's just a dick to girls on Tinder for the sake of being a dick, yeah, don't watch this. This isn't for you. So you've got it. You've got that alert on your phone that says, congrats, you've matched with this person. Now what do? Do not send hey. Now, I actually do want to make a point about this is not something that only guys do. I've used Bumble in the past, and while girls are much better at sending actual responses, like actual good first messages, so many of them start with hey. So don't tell me that that's just a guy-only thing. You want to start with something that makes it easy for the person you're talking to respond to you. Whether that be a question, whether that be pointing out something in their pictures that sounded interesting, whether it mentions something that was interesting in their bio. You want to make it easy as possible for the person to respond to you. So you can just ask a random question like, you know, if you could have any exotic animal for a pet, what would it be? You can just literally do, I think, 2 truths, 1 lie. Put that in. You can say anything, really. Don't be afraid to be random on these apps. If you have some deep philosophical question or this question that you always want to know the answer to with people, ask them that. Like, again, the exotic animal question, that's one I sometimes like to use. It's like, you know, if you could have any exotic animal for a pet, what would it be? And then they'll say like, oh, I want a giraffe. And I'd say like, oh, really, huh? Why giraffe? And then boom, you've just started a conversation. Don't use hey. Don't use pickup lines. They don't work. I don't understand what people don't get about that. Is like, people have been using pickup lines on Tinder and it doesn't stop. It's like, has it ever worked? No, it doesn't work. So why do you keep doing it? You don't want to make them vomit on the first message. You know, talk to them like they're a human being. And they'll talk back to you. In case you still are kind of lost, I'll actually put a couple maybe like sample openers in the description to kind of help you out there. If you don't know what to open with, I'll put some in the description, you know, so you can just kind of copy paste those, use them as you will. Just don't like credit me, because that would be weird in a Tinder message. Something that I first struggled with when I first did dating apps is I didn't compliment people. You know, like you want people to feel good about themselves. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when you're in a long-term relationship, you compliment your girlfriend because you think she's pretty. So, you know, don't be afraid to compliment people. You know, women don't get pissed off at you and like unmatch with you for compliments. They get mad at you and pissed off at you and unmatch with you for the wrong compliments. Comments like nice tits, nice ass, your lips would look great around my you-know-what, stuff like that. Like, there's no subtlety to it. It's just disgusting, like, to read. People don't want to see that as their first message because then it tells them that not only do you not have a personality, but you don't have a lot of morality. And you don't have a lot of standards. They're just going to see you as gross. And so when you compliment them, like, it doesn't work. Like, tell me if anyone is watching this has sensed something like that and it's worked, let me know, and I probably still won't believe you, but like, honestly, comment what you said to me and tell me if you ever got with that girl, and I will be shocked. I'll even subscribe to your channel. Hell, if you have a Patreon, I'll donate to your Patreon. Now that I think about it, that's actually a terrible idea because people are just gonna comment in the comments to get me to donate to their Patreons, and they'll probably be lying. So when you do compliment, say things like, I love your smile, Your eyes just brightened up my day. I mean, that's cheesy, but something like that. You know, say something like wholesome. Don't comment sexual. Like, there's unsexual stuff like I love your dimples. I once had someone tell me that I had a great nose, which is, I mean, it's weird, but it's like, that makes that person interesting. That's somebody I'm like, oh my god, like, they actually have something unique about them, and they're like not afraid to talk about it. I want to talk to this person more. Let's say you are looking for like dates, but also sex, but you're not looking for a hit it and quit it. If you are looking for sex, but in kind of like a more respectful and non-like disgusting way, I would say the key is to be subtle about it, not sexual. So don't start with a message that says, nice ass, I wonder how it would feel on my face. That's a one-way ticket to getting unmatched, my dude. You want to talk to this girl like she's like any other girl you'd be dating. Just be like a little bit more flirtatious, probably, but like respectfully flirtatious. Don't be disgusting. Some people are just able to have really great first dates and just able to produce, I don't want to call it a hookup because it's not like a hit it and quit it hookup, but it is like a hookup. So be subtle about it, you know, even if you have to be a bit patient. I know when I was in college, I had a girlfriend for about 5 or 6 months. It ended up being a 5 or 6 month relationship. And we, I can't believe I'm going to say this on my channel. We had sex for the first time. I just said that on my channel, wow. We did it for the first time after our 4th date, which was, it's kind of quick for me personally. I like to get to know the person a little bit more. But, I mean, we had really good chemistry, and we hit it off really well, and it just happened. So let these things occur naturally. Don't force anything. If you're subtle about it, and and you just let it happen, and you're patient, it will happen. Something I learned the hard way when I first used Tinder in college is you want to get off of that app as quickly as possible. The reason you don't want to stay on Tinder or any other dating app that you're using is because you want progress to happen. You know, you don't want to be taking steps back, you want to be taking steps forward with this person. So if you think that this is somebody you can keep talking to for like a few days, if they're responding timely to your messages, ask for their Snapchat, Instagram, phone number, anything to keep in contact with them. Because women don't want to be, they want to feel like that they're meeting a guy who's willing to take steps forward with them. If you're just staying on Tinder and you're not willing to give them their number, or even propose going on a date, they don't want to have their time wasted. There's hundreds of other guys on the app they can match with that are more than willing to ask for their numbers or their social media handles to like keep talking. So if you're not going to propose even the idea of a date within the first conversation on Tinder, you want to at least get their contact info so that you can set something up later. I've known people that didn't want to give out their contact info until after the first date. And the reason this is a bad idea is because some people don't really get reliable message notifications off of dating apps. Personally, I feel like that between 10 to 15 messages back and forth, and I'm not saying 10 to 15 messages each, I'm saying 10 to 15 messages total back and forth. If you realize you have chemistry with this person, get their contact info. If you don't have chemistry with them, stop messaging them or unmatch them. Lastly, I want to mention this. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I've met a lot of people in my life that really have a hard time accepting the fact that they can't be friends with every single person they meet, or that they've dated somebody for a week and they date people for a few weeks and break up with them because there's no chemistry there. What people like that have to understand is not every single person is different. Not everybody is meant to be best friends with everybody. Not everybody is meant to be compatible with everybody. This is what makes people unique, is there's different types of personalities, and different types of personalities get along differently with each other. There is nothing wrong with meeting somebody and not having chemistry with them. It just means it wasn't meant to be. For example, I am a very talkative person. I send big blocky paragraphs for text messages. I reply right away. But I'm also very nervous and I'm a little bit self-conscious. Therefore, I need to find somebody who can accept me for those things and is similar to me in those regards. Like if you can't reply to me in a timely fashion, if you're constantly not seeing my messages, if you're flaking out on plans with me, if you are a bad texter and you send 2 to 3 word messages every single time, I can't do that. You know, that's not somebody that I can have a long-term relationship with because I'm not compatible with that. But that doesn't mean that I freak out and like have a mental breakdown when I realize that me and this person aren't compatible. I just get out there and try again. You can't be best friends with every person you meet in life. It's just, no matter how nice you are, it's not going to matter. Some people will still not like you simply for the fact that you're nice to be pandering. And the reason I say this is because I want people to embrace who they are. Do not be afraid to be yourself. You're going to face rejection when you go onto these apps. You're not going to get a million dates. For all the people you match with, you might get a couple. That's okay though. Really knock it out of the park on those few dates that you do get. Just never force something that you know isn't there. It's a waste of your time, it's a waste of the other person's time, and you're not going to be happy in the long run. You know, you might think that being in a relationship is like incredibly important. It's not. At the end of the day, it's fun and it's really nice to have one, but it doesn't define you. It's not going to make or break your life. So don't stress too much about it, people. Anyways, those are my 5 tips for messaging women on dating apps and getting good responses. I hope that helped people, and I hope that people take this video seriously and don't think I'm some kind of loser for taking dating apps seriously, because they're meant for people to date. So why would I not take them seriously? I don't know why I keep coming out with these dating app related videos. I just think that they're really fun for me to do personally, and I don't know, I think it's just kind of a trend that's going to keep going on this channel. I like doing them, and they're easy to make, so there you go. Thank you for watching this episode of Nonsensical Vlogs. Be sure to support this video in any way you wish. Or don't if you didn't like it. I will see y'all in the next episode. Bye!